Hello there everybody, it's Sunday afternoon, August the 23rd, 2020. Today I'm doing something with a twist. I'm making homemade Hamburger Helper, but I'm not making it from the box, I'm making it from scratch. Sometimes when I make Hamburger Helper or beef stroganoff, ever what you want to call it, I usually use a can of cream mushroom soup, but I'm not going to use that today. But instead I'm going to try to come up with some kind of a cream sauce to go with it. And I want you to take a look. Right here I already browned a pound of hamburger meat and it's ready to go. Now in here I got 8 ounces of egg noodles, and I just bought a bag of egg noodles like this, and I'm just using half of a bag. What I've done already is I took an onion and I sauteed it in some olive oil and butter, and you want to get it really good and go to brown, but you don't want to burn it. And towards the end of that I added some sliced up mushrooms. Well, I chopped them up really fine, as you can tell, and I continued to cooking until they're good and caramelized. And here you go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this eye back on and I'm going to put them in here. Now, depending upon the type of beef that you use, you can of course use ground turkey. If your meat is too greasy, you might want to drain it, but this is not greasy at all. So it's ready to go. This is something I think that you could do in 30 minutes or less while your noodles are cooking, or while this is simmering. You can put your noodles on, let them get cooking al dente, which is the least amount of time on the package, because it's going to finish cooking in the sauce. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of butter to this. Okay, I'm just eyeballing it. Sorry for making a mess. Good cooks make messes, but they always clean them up. Then I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of flour. This is like a 1/4 cup measure, so I'm going to add half, which is a couple of tablespoons. What I'm looking for is, I want this to thicken up a little bit. By the time I add some milk, you can use heavy cream or half and half, whatever that you got. I think this would be better if I had half and half for heavy cream, but I forgot to get some at the store yesterday, so I'm going to use some milk. Okay, and some beef broth. I've got some beef broth in this bowl. Now what I did, I had some beef broth in the freezer. I had leftover beef broth from the box that I didn't use, and I put it in a separate container and I froze it until I got ready to use it again. Okay, so a couple of tablespoons of flour went in here. Now the noodles will help it to thicken up as well. Now you would want to let this cook for about a minute. You sure don't want to eat raw flour if you catch my drift. Now, when I added the onion into the pan, I added a little bit of salt to it. And then just a tad, just a pinch of salt, and that's it. And then when I added the mushrooms in, I added a little bit more. Just a dash more salt. Now, depending upon the type of chicken, the type of beef broth that you're using, if you're using low sodium, you can just adjust it according to your seasoning, according to your preference. I'll get it out right here in a minute. Alright, this is ready to go. Now, I got about a quart, and I think I should do this. Whoops. I think I'm going to add it like this. That way I won't burn myself. Let me crank up the heat. The noodles are done. So I will be right back. Alright everybody, welcome back. During the break, I took some milk, about a cup or so of milk, and I put it in here. Now, you would want to allow it about 5 minutes to simmer away. But since I'm hungry and everybody else here is hungry, well, my mom here is hungry and I'm hungry, I'm going to go ahead and take a little shortcut. Now, I'm going to add some garlic powder in here. I would allow about 5 minutes or so. And I'm using some dry chives. You can add a little Italian seasoning in here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think that is what you usually put in beef stroganoff. But I'm going to put just a little bit. Okay. You see, it's starting to thicken up. And that's what you want. I'm going to drain the noodles, and I'm just going to use the spider. This is called a spider. The noodles are going to help the sauce thicken up. There we go. Oh boy, that's starting to look good, don't it? I just used about 2 tablespoons of flour. Because like I said, the noodles are going to help thicken it up. It's going to absorb the liquid. Alright, I'm going to let this simmer for just a few minutes, and I'll be right back, and I'm going to add some sour cream to it. Alright everybody, welcome back. This has been simmering away for about 5 minutes or so. And now notice that it's starting to thicken up quite a bit. If it's not the consistency that you want, just add a little bit more of the beef broth. Now one thing that I did was I added a little bit more salt and some pepper because I used the low sodium broth. I did have some that had no salt in it as well. Okay, add some sour cream. Probably about a half a cup. sour cream. All right. You can have this done in about 30 minutes. Less or more take away. Alright, here we go. Some good beef stroganoff. I want to sample it for you, so I want you to stay tuned. Alright everybody, welcome back. Don't that look good? Now like I said, this is just only a test. Let me sit here on this stool so you can see me. Alright, here we go. Okay. I've already said the blessing over it, so I want you to sample it with me. Tell you what, this tastes a lot better, I think. Tastes different from what I've made it with the can of cream of mushroom soup. And this is better for you than that because this does not have any monosodium glutamate in it. It's got some salt and some Italian seasoning, some chives. You can taste the spices in it, the herbs. It's good. It's good. I highly recommend you fix it. All right. Let's take another bite. Let me turn this off. That is so good. I'm just so thankful the way it turned out. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while without using cream of mushroom soup. I'm so thankful how it turned out. Remember, you can use half and half, heavy cream, or regular milk, whatever that you have on hand. Alright, thanks for watching. Keep those subscribers coming. Stay tuned for more videos. Have a blessed Sunday.